We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even set wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember, though, our primary goal is to recover the heart of Transparent Law. The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then... Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go.
The old wizard doesn't look so good. I think the trip into oblivion took a lot out of him. But we're here, right? Can't he just say the magic words so we can find the heart and get out of here? No, I suppose not. That would be too simple.
I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow. Let the others clear the path for us. It took considerable effort for the Rifemaster to open this pathway through the Dreaming Cave. I'll help him along while you and Darian clear the path ahead.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here. The heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal. Take Darian and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me. Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
First Mephala, and now Nocturnal. I'm really getting good at stumbling into the realms of hostile Daedric princes. Let's do what we have to do and get out of here.
Never used to fight this much, until I met you.
Nocturnal's minions aren't exactly modest, are they? Not that I'm complaining.
Is that the
First Mafala, and now Nocturne.
Getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
The featherless one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. Nothing but an annoyance.
I'm worried about Ikesis. He's still as weary as the moment when we first entered this damned realm.
The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place. I remember carrying the heart of transparent law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here. I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last here will return.
Talking birds and half-naked Daedra. Now this is a realm I could get used to. I mean, except for the birds, and the fact that the half-naked Daedra want to kill us. But hey, it's better than most realms I've been trapped in.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Talking birds and half-naked Daedra. Remind me to wear lighter armor next time we have to climb a mountain.
To run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. Was a bit of a warm-up.
The featherless one couldn't resist the sea sloan, not on his own. Ah!
What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer! Ah!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ichesis, calm down. Their words mean nothing.
This is getting stranger and stranger.
The crows. They implied that the Right Master accepted an offer from Nocturnal. Could such a thing be true?
I'm not usually the skittish sort, but those crows are starting to creep me out.
The crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloat's compulsion with every fiber of my being, and I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Keturah the heart. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then... let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
Realms of... Why are the realms of Daedric princes always so ominous and evil-looking? You'd think they get bored with all the forlornness and tribulation. Be ready for anything. The path ends here.
I remember this.
Ichthys, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal.
Talk to the Right Master. Find out if he knows what we should do next.
I hope the old man remembers something, or we climbed all this way for a whole lot of nothing.
With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea-slow Katora. Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea-slowed, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream. I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place. My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there. Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal.
I feel one of those momentous occasions coming on. You know, the ones where we do something amazing and save the day, or we die horribly in a blaze of glory. Yeah, one of those.
I don't like any of this. Lost Memories deals with Daedric princes. Nothing about this feels right. And Ichthys, I've never seen him like this before. I actually think he might be...
Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power!
I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, be ready for anything.
This must be the place. I wonder where the old man hid the tower crystal.
I just want to find the heart and get out of this dreadful realm.
I remember the words. My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Kanoro Berin.
Your chest is glowing.
Ijavil. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It's the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards! Shout, protect me!
Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Fight, Ikesis! Just hold on!
I guess this is a fight now.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
You know, I like to think I'm
Where do
agreeable.
all these Daedra keep coming from? Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Hold still, mortal, and I'll end this.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Val, promise me you'll lead them.
All right, it's quite
Don't
a
even say it, Ikesis! Just keep fighting!
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Jeremy Spark!
Mephala, stop that! I've got him!
Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere?
Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Ikesis?
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now! Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Right, Master! Damn it! Hang on! I'll get us out of here!
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The Sword of Light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the Crystal Tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mephala or Vile.
Hold on! I'm getting us out of here!
Belzerin? Where's the right master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No, that's not possible.
Well, that could have gone better. I know it looks bad, but, who am I kidding? It is bad. I'm sorry Nocturnal killed the old man, and took the heart, and took my damn sword.
Why did Nocturnal have to kill Ichesus? Because of some damn crystal? I don't understand any of this.
This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the Right Master? I don't believe it. The Right Master, Ichesus, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location. I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Even to foil the Sea Slode? That was just foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. How do we beat the Triad now? Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? Actually, that's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the Right Master, what are we supposed to do now? I'm not sure there is another way. With the Heart of Transparent Law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts about that. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Seal returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave. Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Right Master Ichesus' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave. We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
First my husband betrays us. Then my friend and mentor dies at the hands of a Daedric prince. The situation gets worse and worse with every passing moment.
I hate this! I was supposed to save everybody. That's what Meridia sent me here to do. I am not used to failing so spectacularly. Not used to it at all.
How unusual. The Psijics know better than to disturb me in my private study, and the Right Master has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. That leads me to a single conclusion. The Right Master has not returned from the Dreaming Cave. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Achesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am and I did. But the Right Master is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask. A demand? Interesting. Then hear my words. Nocturnal stole a secret I thought well hidden. I developed a technique for utilizing life energy as a source of power. I suspect she will use that technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valcerin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart, Nocturnal moves one step closer to gaining control of the tower. Transparent law. The crystal at the top of the Crystal Tower anchors its metaphysical structure to all realities. With the heart, she can restore the crystal, utilize its capabilities, and make herself master of the tower. The tower straddles every reality. Its true purpose remains lost to time, but I theorize it was created as a watchtower of sorts, a doorway to everywhere. It stands to reason, then, that the tower is the key to omnipresence. Imagine a Daedric prince who can exert influence throughout the multiverse at the exact same moment in time. Nocturnal could become infinite. If she accomplishes that, then her power would multiply accordingly. She would be without limits. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possess...
You need to go to Valcerin's study right now. There's a problem. He's really tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
I hate to say it, but I think your friend Valcerin has lost it. Well, you should go to the study and see for yourself.
The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must...
Problem, Sarah? It's that obvious, eh? When Mum's in one of her flighty moods, it usually sorts itself out, but sometimes she gets so wrapped up in something it becomes an obsession. Someone has to talk some sense into her. I got my mom's knack for adventure and my dad's level-headedness, so I'm the only one who's both crazy enough to go after her and sane enough to talk some sense into her. Not so much. Our family is of little consequence, so we're free to be a bunch of impetuous miscreants chasing our own whims. If I'd been born to one of the great houses, I'd either be a pawn in their schemes or a disappointment, like Father. He's a seventh son of a seventh son in House Halalu, so he wasn't going to amount to anything without climbing over his siblings. Dad's too sweet for that, so we wound up... We lived there for a good few years when I was young. It was awkward at times. Argonians don't trust dark elves. I know. It just ashes my hide that a few rotten fetchers ruined it for the rest of us. But that's not quite the truth. It's easy. No! My mom and dad never approved of it. I even had a cousin who was forced into servitude, and they helped my uncle free him at great risk to themselves. But our ancestors, that... I really should. I've spent my life digging through all sorts of obscure history, and I've never really thought to look into my own.
Valcerin, stop! You're going to kill him!
Fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
You got here just in time. I've never seen Valcerin with such murder in her eyes.
Oriandra doesn't trust me right now, and I can't blame her. You interrogate Lathan. Get him to tell you why they killed the Right Master. We need answers. Otherwise...
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Ikesis harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Methala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our three sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes working together to make the world a better place. No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look. You have to let me return to Summerset and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Methala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal and the Crystal Tower. Consider it a necessary alliance. Do we really need to go over this again? Methala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. They wanted to make things better. I still only have your word that my prince has been betrayed. But I'll play along. Daedric princes aren't used to working together. If Nocturnal acquired the heart of transparent law, I could see how she might then decide to go her own way. I was under the assumption that the Triad needed to work together to take control of the Crystal Tower. That was always my understanding. To attempt this on her own, Nocturnal must have found another source of power. The Crystal Tower has its own protections, though we know those have been weakened with the removal of the heart of transparent law. Still, we tried to acquire the Resolute Diamonds, the Sapiarch's keys to the tower. I didn't say that. Nocturnal has the heart, and her power as a Daedric prince. It won't be easy, but she'll be able to enter the Crystal Tower. You, on the other hand, will need help. Which brings me back to my offer. Make an alliance with my prince. What court of Bedlam? You dealt with Clavicus Vile's Earl, and I'm your prisoner. The court is in shambles, just like the Triad, if what you say is to be believed. But beware Nocturnal's champion. Her Earl won't fall as easily as Tilcollar or I.
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, we have to deal with this ourselves. And the key is reaching the Crystal Tower before Nocturnal can accomplish a similar feat. Just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Last I heard, the Sapiocs were attempting to rapidly attune 2 new tower sentinels. We need to see if they succeeded. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lilondril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete, but the Sapiocs reluctantly agreed to try to speed up the process. We should head... Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone.
Rushing a spell as complex as the Sapiarch ritual will not end well. I researched the Diamond Keys to find out how they work, and the magic isn't stable. Mark my words, it can't be accelerated without dire consequence.
Meet Darian and me at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse. It lies to the northeast.
Welcome to Artaeum, Karam. Our tower is yours to explore. Within reason, of course.
Before you ask, yes, it is odd for a Psijic mage to open a shop, but everyone...
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies. Can never have enough of that. Let's ride! Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Stendarr protect us. Let's get out there. Stendarr smiles when we're together. What can I do for you? What adventures do we have planned? Here we go. I take no pleasure in killing. But I'm glad we're alive and they're not. Let's go. Congrats, my friend. You've won. Back in the saddle. Another find for your pack.
No more stalling! Tell Raz what's happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Climb the watchtower and see for yourself.
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore. If you'll hear about the Crystal Tower too, I'll tell you what I told the Khajiit. Climb the watchtower. You'll get a better view from up there.
The Sapiarchs are in the middle of a very delicate operation up at the Crystal Tower gatehouse. I probably couldn't stop you, but I'm supposed to do my best to discourage any visitor to the area right now.
Good quality there.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived. The Crystal Tower just started glowing. It's never done that before. We thought our ritual of attunement might have caused a reaction, but the Sapiarch of Archanology says this is something totally different. A Daedric prince has part of the tower crystal? How? No, don't tell me. I'm going to have nightmares about this as it is. We're in the midst of attempting a hastened attunement ritual to replace the tower's sentinels. I should get back to it. I hope so. We've never attempted to rush the ritual before. A lot...
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Sijiks, yes? No, this is something worse. Raz feels it in his paws. Daedric princes. Raz hates those things. And this one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Summerset, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Summerset question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? You have a plan to save the day, yes? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's fur stand on end. Alright, let's go to the gatehouse and see how the Sapiarchs are coming along before something else happens to the tower.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad. Come, my friend, to the gatehouse!